Madness KMA, spell it correct, don't get it twisted. MADD and ESSKMA on all platforms. Pirate Chronicles series, of course, right here on the channel. The multimedia digital platform that we give you all sorts of things from music commentary, reactions, whole 9 yards as well, that you can check for the back catalogue. Anyway, continuing on from the Dubplate stories, I done a video last week to say about one of my most prized possessions of a dubplate, which is Cape Fear, the original 1994 cut from Music House. Check that video out. The link is down below in the description for that video. And amongst those dubplates was found another exclusive from KMA Productions. Myself, SIX on the buttons, and on the vocals was the duo of SIX KMA and Melissa.K of KMA. Melissa.K is the one that sung the anthem Chaotic Madness, which was our second release on KMA Records, which was part of the Breaking Out EP, and that was one of the bigger tracks as well that broke through after Cape Fear when we added in the breakbeat element to garage. Again, if you look back in history in the stack, you won't find any breakbeat tunes back then unless it was b-boy tunes or certain break tunes that was mixed into the genre of house and garage from one of the dons, Kenny Dope. He used to make some real breakbeat elements as well because he comes from that b-boy era, right? So one thing that we wanted to keep with was the jungle influence in our house and garage production. It was unorthodox, and what we did was put break beats together like no one else ever did. We put 4 break beats together when it came to Chaotic Madness. Anyway, that's another dubplate story to talk about the breaking of Cape Fear, and then followed by Chaotic Madness, which was another monumental groundbreaker, and it made the playlist on BBC Radio 1, Radio 2. It was mad. It was all over the place, that one, and broke many boundaries as well. But there was one hidden gem that we did not even get to release. It was only on a dubplate. And when I talk about exclusive, it was a 4/4 element from KMA. So most people would know us from the Cape Fear sound, which was a 4/4 broken beat type of element with the jungle hardcore drum programming. And then amongst that, we made this gem. It's called Kemistry, for those that know about it. Very limited, and the dubplates that we cut was about at least maybe 4. Carl Tough Enough Brown had one, Timmy Magic had another, and maybe a couple others, perhaps. Very, very limited and rare as they come, because this track here was something really special of the house and garage that we knew at the time. 98, that this one was produced, but never released and saw the light of day. But it's something really special and something that I think that you should hear, because when I even play it to myself, yes, it's got that crackling of the dubplate, that authenticity, but at the same time, this musical combination, the vocals of that time from SIX and Melissa.K was absolutely amazing. Check this one out. Let's get into it. Kemistry on a dubplate version, and it still sounds great today. Slap that on a 33, put it about +4. This is Kemistry, KMA Hidden Dubs.
You and me, I saw you.
could have done so much in its own lane, because people know us for Cape Fear, right? That was the darker side with those elements that introduced in 94, then breakbeat elements with Chaotic Madness, Bridge. Then we had that soulful house and garage sound, more so of the influence of SIX on this. In light of the darker style that we did bring to house and garage from 1994, the inception and birth of KMA Productions, we gave you Cape Fear, and then we came with the other side to that as well, which was a track called Fantasy Trip, which is on the official release, which came out later on in 1996 on Urban Beat Records. And straight after that was the breakbeat elements from Chaotic Madness and the Breaking Out EP, which was Dubwise, those sort of tracks as well, which was really, again, groundbreaking of its time. Some people, when it came and spun off into the subgenre of dubstep, said, but Madness, those tracks back then from the Breaking Out EP came like dubstep way before the 2000s even hit. And it was just music with feeling and the garage culture that we was living each and every day when I was doing shows weekly on Freak FM, and you're traveling up and down the country to perform this music that we loved and creating that presence of KMA Productions. At any time with every beats, it's something different and something special. Like I said, with Chaotic Madness, that was also a jingle and a dub plate as well that started off. In fact, I'm going to give you another story on Chaotic Madness and how that came about after Cape Fear. And then within that, on the production team, as we was working on different beats, Melissa.K and SIX wrote that track together, Kemistry, and we produced it with more of a musical feel, that 4/4 element, and it was done on purpose to take away from the darker side and the roughage of the breakbeat elements and the drum formats that we used to produce, to get that energy of that jungle influence and dancehall influence as well. So with Kemistry, it was something different, definitely something different, and that kind of a house and garage that we grew up with, that was our interpretation of what it was at that time. Mid to late 90s that one was produced, and we had so many offers for that track to be signed, but we never took it up because it didn't seem right at the time. So just to listen back to it after all these years, and it still sounds amazing. Yes, it's got the crispiness at the beginning from JTS dub cutters, but it sounds good all the way through and still holds that analog sound, because that's how we produced it back in those days. Anyway, stay tuned because I've got more. I'm gonna try and do it next, in fact, and find the original dub plate version of Chaotic Madness, which started off as a dub special with my name sung in it, hence the hook line Madness over and over, sung by Melissa.K. Anyway, stay tuned for more. Please like and subscribe. Do hit the like and subscribe buttons, notification bell, hit that so you know when I'm uploading. Help me to get to over 1,000 subscribers by February 24 in a couple months time. Season greetings. Until next time, more dub plate stories on Pirate Chronicles.